All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Moorish Moorish Midwest Educational Network. It is April 2nd, 2025. Welcome. We have brother Israel Bey will be presenting teaching tonight. I'm excited. All right, brother Israel, you have the floor. You give us your topic for the night.
All right, peace. So today's topic is the two-part Facebook conversation between Yusavelle and Yisrael Bey in the comment section of a real video of Yisrael Bey made by Yisrael Bey on the topic of the etymological meaning of the word God. So we can't address the tongue without addressing the brain. I have a basic lesson on the linguistic methodology of sound shift and reconstruction of words. So you can go to the Facebook, my Facebook page and see this real video. This is the link here. On the top of that video, you'll see Yisrael Bey claim number 1. The word God has an origin and it is not a noun. Claim 2 is on the bottom of that same real video. Yisrael Bey's claim number 2. The Old English word God is derived from the Greek word king, meaning to pour. So we're going to get into the conversation. Conversation between Yusavelle and Yisrael Bey, part 1. Yusavelle, the Greek word for God is theos. Yisrael Bey, peace. Please provide your reference to support your claim. We're teaching the people the proper way to argue by showing the findings of facts. Yusavelle, LOL, I made a video on this. You people do poor research, and I will take any of you on in a public debate and destroy you. And he put the link to his video on YouTube. Yisrael Bey, I doubt it, bro. I read the etymology of the word God. I revealed my source. You referred me to you as a reference. Yusuf L. Read the etymology from what reputable source? Yisrael Bey posted a screenshot from Google AI overview. Can y'all see this? Douglas Harper created the online etymology. Let me see. There you go. Douglas Harper created the online etymology dictionary, Etymological. Harper's research and compilation of the dictionary is based on a number of sources, including the Barnhart Dictionary of Etymology by Robert Barnhart, Comprehensive Etymology Dictionary of the English Language by Ernest Klein, the Middle English Compendium, a source of information on Middle English, the Oxford English Dictionary, a famous etymological dictionary, Century Dictionary, published from 1889 to 1902. Harper also conducted research in digital archives. Explanation: etymology is the study of the history and origin of words. Harper's goal was to record the evolution of words, including technical terms and slang. He considers himself to be a compiler and evaluator of the research of others. So Yisrael Bey, I don't debate, I argue. Conversation between Yusavelle and Yisrael Bey, part 2. Yusavelle, God comes from the German word gut. None of what he is saying is correct. Yisrael Bey posted a screenshot from Google AI overview. The German word God, you can see it. The German word for God is Gott, G-O-T-T. Gut, G-U-I-T, is not a recognized German word, so it does not translate to God in any context. Yusavelle, thank you for getting tricked into proving my point. Now go watch my video where I said this exact same thing. You, Yisrael Bey, I checked your video. You still gave no references. Also, you didn't trick me. I'm providing the source of the word. German is not older than Greek. Stop playing with people. Proper concepts will behead any misconception. Posted a screenshot from etymonline.com. Hold on. GHUT, gut, good, is pie, that which is invoked. Guthin, Proto-Germanic. God, Old English, supreme being, deity, the Christian God, image of a God, godlike person. God, now. End of conversation. So this is the lesson I put together based on that conversation between Yusuf and myself. A basic lesson on the linguistic methodology of sound shift and reconstruction of words. In the study of morphology, there is a change in form, and in the study of phonology, there is a change in sound. Example number 1, the Latin word pater transliterates to the modern English word father. So it doesn't translate, it transliterates. The P in Latin transliterates to the F in modern English. The P in Latin makes a labial lip sound, the use of lips. The T in Latin transliterates to the TH in modern English. The letters T and TH are dental teeth sounds, the use of teeth. Here's an example. P to the F, A, that's A, T to the TH. It's the only difference. All right, example number 2. The Proto-Indo-European word des transliterates to the Greek word theo. The DH in Proto-Indo-European transliterates to the TH in Greek. The letters DH and TH are dental teeth sounds, the use of teeth. The ES, the S in Proto-Indo-European transliterates to the EO in Greek. The letters ES is an alveolar tongue sound, the use of the tongue. And the letters EO is a diphthong tongue sound, the use of the tongue. DH to the TH, ES to EO. Example number 3. The Proto-Indo-European word gut transliterates to the Proto-Germanic word gutten. The GH in Proto-Indo-European transliterates to the G in Proto-Germanic. The letters GH and G are velar tongue sounds, the use of the tongue. The T in Proto-Indo-European transliterates to the TH in Proto-Germanic. The letters T and TH are dental teeth sounds, the use of teeth. So we're seeing how these words transliterate from one language to the next through the change of the sound shifts. Example number 4. The Proto-Germanic word gutten transliterates to the modern English word God. All right, the U in Proto-Germanic transliterates to the O in modern English. The letters O and U are monophthong, tongue, the use of the tongue sounds. The TH in Proto-Germanic transliterates to the D in modern English. The letters TH and D are dental, teeth sounds, the use of teeth. U to the O, TH to the D. So translation versus transliteration. There is a difference between translation, conveyance of meaning, and transliteration, conveyance of sound. So translation is the conveyance of meaning, and transliteration is the conveyance of sound. Translation is the act of converting the meaning of a text from one language to a target language. Translation focuses on the actual meaning rather than the pronunciation of the word. Transliteration is the process of converting the sounds of a word from one alphabet or script, character by character, into a different alphabet or script. Transliteration focuses on pronunciation rather than the actual meaning of the word. So translation focuses on the actual meaning rather than the pronunciation of a word, and transliteration focuses on the pronunciation rather than the actual meaning of the word. Both are important. All right, see, so the word theos and the word God are not in the same family of words. Because we saw through using the method, the linguistic method of morphology, the sound shifts, phonology. Phonology is sound shifts. The word theos is not a transliteration nor reconstruction of the word God. The word theos is in the same family as the word Jesus. See the next page, page 79, in the Masonic compass and square and their connection to measurement and timekeeping by Professor Abdullah L. Talib Mosley Bey. The word God is a modern reconstructed form deriving from the Proto-Germanic word Guthin, from Gothic, gut, from Pi, Proto-Indo-European, gut, G-H-U-T, from Sanskrit, Huta, H-U-T-A. The word God is not a transliteration, nor is it a translation of the Greek word theos. Supporting evidence, findings of facts. Page 79 in the Masonic compass and square and their connection to measurement and timekeeping by Professor Abdullah L. Talib Mosley Bey. Etymology of the name Jesus. Alvin Boyd Kuhn, in a lecture 100 years ago, explained that the name Jesus is derived from two consonants, I-O, Phoenician, Yo/Joe, Ion, Ios, Joseph. And then we have IA, Babylonian, Jah, Io, Aya, Yah, Jah, Ayin, Iosos. What just happened? Then we have IE, Egyptian, G or J, G, EO, Geo or Jew, Ice, Jess, Ios, Isu, Jesu, Yusef, Jesus, Jesus, Jeeve, Zeus, Deuce, Theos, Jehovah. And then we have IU, Chaldean, Jew, Zoo, Use, Usu, Usa, her, and who, her and her, who.
Point out that when you have circle, theos.
Yeah. So the word theos, because the claim of Yusavale was the word God is derived from the word theos, the Greek word theos. Because we see that theos is close is in the family with Jesus and not in the family with God, with the word God. So when we go back up here to theos, right? It does not transliterate from the word God, theos. So it's a word, it says the Proto-Indo-European word des transliterates to the Greek word theo. Keeps on kicking the screen, huh? All right. And the claim, that's the first claim of use of el. The Greek word God, the Greek word for God is theos. So we're checking that, checking it through basic linguistic studies, basic linguistic lesson. All
This
right.
is a very good. This is a very good lesson, my brothers and sisters, because this is a lesson in critical thinking and research and evidentiary standards, finding of facts, critical thinking analysis, accepting claims, supporting claims with evidence and or finding of facts. So let's look at his methodology and how,
Now,
and how
so
he how he's structuring his argument and his support.
yeah, we see the sound shift through the vowels. That's why what I have underlined here, i.e. Egyptian, you have the IE, then the jet, and then the EU, or the IEO, and then the EU, the IES, J was coming in to replace the I. The IEOS, the IU, ESUS, EU, EU, EO. Furthermore, Alvin Boyd Kuhn, in a lecture 100 years ago, shows the bilateral root system of the Phoenician, Babylonian, Egyptian, and Chaldean languages was expanded to a trilateral, trilateral, or consonantal root system. I-O, I-A, I-E, O-R, I-U. The letter I was replaced by the letter J when the letter I began to be used as a pure vowel. Jo, Ja, J, and Ju. 3 letters. I, A, O, I, O, Ja, J, A, H, E, O, I, E, O, G, O, a Jew, J, E, U, and Zoo, Z, U, E. 4 letters. I, E, O, U, E, O, I, O, J, O, V, E, Jove. Zeus, Zeus, Jeve, Jeeve, Dios, Dios, Eos, Theos, Eos, Huhi, Huhi, Ihuh, Ihu, 5 letters, Ioua, Eo, oh, Ioua. So Yusavelle claim number 1, the Greek word for God is theos. Israel Bay, rebuttal to Yusavelle claim number 1. See examples 2 through 4 above. Basic lessons of linguistics and the supporting evidence, finding effects. Yusavelle claim number 2. God comes from the German word gut. None of what he is saying is true. Israel Bay, rebuttal to Yusavelle claim number 2. See examples number 1 through 4. Basic lessons of linguistics. Tools of linguistics to strengthen your speech. Consonant sounds and language chart. We have nasal, liquids, vibrating, non-vibrating under the category of plosives, vibrating and non-vibrating under the category of fricatives. And then we have semi-vowels. On the left-hand side, labials, which is lips, dentals, teeth, and gutturals, throat. All right. So the letter M is a nasal and a labial sound. So you use your lips and your nasal to make the M sound. N is a nasal and dental sound. So you will use your teeth and your nasal system to make the N sound. Gutturals, NG. NG is a nasal and guttural sound. You will use your throat and your nasal to make that sound. NG. As in like, for example, king, King. Then we have liquids, IR, dent, IR, dental teeth sound, and liquid. R is a liquid and guttural throat sound. The letter B is a plosive, vibrating labial sound. So it's a plosive, vibrating lip sound. Plosive as in explosive, as in explode. You hold your air, you explode, you let it explode. B. D is a plosive, vibrating dental teeth sound. G, hard G, is a plosive, vibrating, guttural throat sound. G. The letter P is a plosive, non-vibrating, labial lip sound. The letter T is a plosive, non-vibrating, dental sound. Make that sound with your teeth. K, or the hard C, or QU, and C and CH, all those are plosive, non-vibrating, guttural throat sounds. The letter V, fricative, vibrating, labial lip sound. Z, S the TH, the soft TH, the J, or the soft G, J, and the CH. These are fricative, vibrating dental teeth sounds. F, the letter F is a fricative, non-vibrating labial sound. And also the PH and the GH. Those are fricative, non-vibrating labial sounds. Sounds you make using your lips. And non-vibrating. S, C, hard TH, SH, ST, CH, ZH, Z, S, G. Those letters are fricative, non-vibrating dental teeth sounds. H, fricative, non-vibrating guttural throat sound. W, U, and WH together, WH, are semi-vowels, labial lip sounds. Y and I are semi-vowels, and they are guttural throat sounds. The morphology of words, comparing the morphology of Latin and English words. Transliteration. Transliteration is the linguistic process of constructing a new form of a word, letter by letter, from one system of writing into another system of writing. Latin. The left side, we have Latin, words in Latin, and on the right side, we have words in English. So Latin, P, pater, transliterates to the F in English, making father, making the word father. The T in pater, Latin, transliterates to the English TH in father, or making the word father. So you got the P and the T that transliterate from Latin to English to the English letters F and TH. P in septum, the Latin word septum, transliterates to the English V in the word seven. The letter F in the Latin word frater, transliterates to the B in English, making the word brother. The letter F in Latin, in the Latin word fair, transliterates to the B in English, making the word bear. The letter T in Latin, in the Latin word tres, transliterates to the English word, or the English letters TH, the, making the word three. The letter D in Latin, the letter D in the Latin word decum, transliterates to the English letter T, making the word 10. The letter C in the Latin word chord transliterates to the English letter H, making the word heart. The letter D in the Latin word chord transliterates to the letter T in English, making the English word heart. The letter G in the Latin word guest transliterates to the English H in the English word hostess. The F in the Latin word fornis transliterates to the B in the English word burn, making the word burn. G in the Latin word gin transliterates to the C. This would be a hard C, in English, making the word kin. The letter G in Latin, the letter G in the Latin word gem transliterates to the letter K in the English word knee. The letter F in the Latin word fregi transliterates to the letter B in the English word break, making the English word break. So that's showing the transliteration of the letters. This is morphology. So getting to the root of it all, the basics, root of the sounds, International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA vowels, Minnesota State University, Moorhead. And here's the web link. Vowels in the IPA. The technical names of vowels tell three things about a sound. Number one, the height of the tongue, high, mid, low. Number two, the portion of the tongue that is raised or lowered, front, central, or back. Number three, the tenseness of the tongue, tense, lax, the tense or lax. Number four, the rounding of the lips, round or unround. The technical names for the vowels follow the order listed above. Thus, for example, what a teacher traditionally would call the long E sound in an elementary classroom is technically called a high front unround vowel. So we're going to grow with this. The technical name and traditional name of the vowel sounds. IPA. So the letter I. The technical name is high front unround vowel. The traditional name is the long E sound. I. The technical name, high front lex unround vowel. The traditional name is the short I sound. E. Mid front unround vowel. The long, technical name for E, mid front unround vowel. The traditional name is the long A sound. And I don't know this symbol, brother. But it's the mid front we can make the sound though. Mid front lex unround vowel. That's the technical name for this symbol. Looks like a backwards 3. The traditional name is the short E sound. So this symbol will make the short E sound or the mid front lex unround vowel sound. AE, when it's put together like this, it makes the technical name for the sound is a low front unround vowel. The traditional name is the short A sound. So when you see an A and an E together, connected in a word, it will make the short A sound or the low front unround vowel sound. All right. A by itself, the technical name is a low central unround vowel. The traditional name is the short O sound. Looks like an uppercase A without the line in the without the middle line. Is a mid-central. The technical name is the mid-central unstressed vowel. Upside down E. The technical name is a mid-central stressed vowel. The traditional name is the schwa sound. The schwa sound. U, the letter U, is a high. The technical name is a high back round vowel. The traditional name for the sound is the long U sound. Then we have this symbol that looks like a horseshoe. The technical name for the sound is a high back lex round vowel sound. The traditional name is the short U sound. And we have the letter O. The technical name for the sound of the letter O is a mid back round vowel sound. The traditional name for the sound is the long O sound. And then we have a backward C, and the technical name for the sound of the backward C is low back round vowel. So yeah, you can test some of these, exercise. Put this to the test. Let me see. So this I, high front unround vowel, the long E sound. E. E would be the long E sound. So you pay attention to the position of your tongue when you make these sounds. The height of the tongue, is it high, mid, or low? Right? So that would be a high. So the tongue would be positioned high. The portion of the tongue that is raised or lowered, front, central, back, or back, it would be in the front, making the E sound. Then we have the tenseness of the tongue. Is it tense or is it lax? That's not, they don't have that described in here. So we go to the next. The rounding of the lips, round or unround. And we see it as unround. So it makes the I, this lowercase I, what we've been taught as the long E sound in public schools, is actually the high front unround vowel. So the long E sound would be the teachings for children. High front unround vowel sound would be the teachings for adults, which I would think this would be for children. This is what the children would need, to grow. Children and adults. So then we have the International Phonetic Alphabet for consonants. So we just did the vowels. Now we're going into the consonants. We have bilabial, labiodental, interdental, alveolar, palatal, velar, and glottal. Brother Abdullah, if you would, could you break some of these down?
Um,
A
well,
labial,
this, yeah,
I guess that would be lip, right? Lip,
that's
labial.
two. Yeah, yeah, both. That's bias two.
Right,
The
two, yeah.
labial, yeah, the labial is the lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, labial as you showed when you showed the chart with the labial, dental, and guttural. This is very involved.
Mhm. Yeah.
um, yes, well, the fricative, as in friction means break. There's an opening. We have stop and non-stop. So yes, so stop and non-stop, and you showed on the colorful chart. You have there a B that that's everyone produce the sound b, b, b. There's a stop. That's a
Yeah.
non-stop. So you continue with big b, b. So you have a fricative means there's an opening. All right, V to produce the sound V. and F, you have your mouth has to start off with open. Your mouth is open. Where you have the B and P, your mouth is closed. It starts
Yeah.
off closed when you
It's
produce the
close.
sound B and P. But for V and F, there's the opening. So that's where that's that or break means the opening. That's that fricative. And you ought to explain nasal.
Yeah.
Liquid means that there is L and R liquids that they roll. You know, the rolling R sound,
Yeah.
um, like those in that Spanish and
Yeah.
other language, the rolling R sound. All right, that's second. We have VIS top. Was that within the chart there? VIS
Yeah.
relate.
So that,
Uh,
so that-
you have ZNS,
yeah. V S.
alveolar, the pladio. That's the back of the your Plato, your Plato. So there's so you well explain the it's about the positioning of the tongue. The
Right.
word language means tongue.
Tongue.
So sign language. That's all right. Based on the etymology of the word, based on the etymology of the word tongue, how can there be this so sign language that doesn't go? Like I'm all right, I'm using my hands. Like
Yeah.
is that
With the hand. Yeah.
you got it's tongue. The etymology of the word tongue, I mean language means tongue. So it's just signs,
Yeah.
you know. But they're using constructive. They're using the word language constructively, but not etymologically.
Correct.
All right. Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah. So this is the chart for the consonants. We have V, VS, VLS, bilabial sounds, uh, labial dental, V and VS, interdental, V and VS, alveolar, V and VS, palatal, V and VS, velar, V, VS, glottal, V, VS. Then we have bilabial, letter B, bilabial, stop, P, bilabial, stop. So these are the sounds, how you make these sounds. D, alveolar sound, and it's a stop as well. T, alveolar, stop. We have velar, the letter G and K are velar, stopping sounds.
But let me stop you there. Let's look at this. So that bilabial means two. Bi means two.
Mhm.
So if you to produce the sound P and B, both you're losing the upper and bottom part of the lip. The
Right,
upper, bottom part of the lip means two lips. All right, are being used. Now for the V and F, you see on the labial dental. Labial dental, all right, just try to produce the sound V. But your teeth are
yeah,
on the bottom part of the lip. That's why it's labial dental. Your teeth are on the bottom part of the lip for V and F. Now for V, there's it's vibrating. For F, non-vibrating. And that's on that colorful chart, vibrating and non-vibrating. All right?
yep. This symbol, it looks like a backwards question mark, is a glottal stopping sound. So we just covered the V and the F. labiodental fricative sounds. The interdental sounds. Looks like uh, a six, a backward six, and the O with a line in the middle. Those are interdental fricative sounds. I think this might be a Greek letter. Alveolar. Then you have Z and S. Those are alveolar fricative sounds. 3 and S, palatal fricative sounds, and the H, glottal fricative sound. Then we have D3, it's palatal, a fricate sound, and TS, a palatal, a fricate sound. The letter M, bilabial, nasal sound, alveolar. The letter N is an alveolar nasal sound. And the N that looks like it has a hook coming down is a velar nasal sound. LR or IR, LR, L and R, alveolar liquid sounds. And then we have the W and the M, which are bilabial glide sounds. The letter J is a palatal glide sound. And then we have W and M again as velar glide sounds. So knowing how to produce these sounds, it gives us power over our, gives us more power over our tongue, over our speech control, tongue control. English consonant sound and IPA symbols. Take a deep dive into each IPA International Phonetic Alphabet consonant sounds with examples in common English words. In the table below, you can listen to each English consonant sound pronounced by a native English speaker and practice your pronunciation of each consonant sound. All right, so we have P and the B, lips, bilabial stop sounds. T and D, tongue, gum, ridge, alveolar stop sounds. Then we have K and G, the letter K and the letter G, tongue, soft, palate, velar stop sounds. The letters F and V are lips, teeth, labiodental fricative sounds. The O with the line, these symbols here, the O with the line in the middle and the backward six. Tongue dash teeth dental fricative sounds. And then we have S and Z, tongue, gum, ridge, alveolar fricative sounds. S and the 3, tongue, palatal fricative sounds. The letter H, again, throat, glottal fricative sound. And we have the T, S, and the D3, tongue, palatal, a fricate sound. The letter M, lips, bilabial, nasal sound. N, tongue, gum, ridge, alveolar, nasals. Try to end with the hook. Tongue, soft, palate, velar, nasal sound. L, tongue, gum, ridge, alveolar, liquid sound. R, the letter R, tongue, palate, palatal, tongue, palate, palatal, liquid sound. The W, lips, bilabial, glide sound. And letter Y, tongue, palate, palatal, glide sound. The above IPA symbols can look a little overwhelming, but remember, you don't have to know every IPA symbol. But with effort, these phonetic symbols can be seriously helpful for improving your English pronunciation. So when teaching the children, the sounds that the letters make, this would come in handy. This would be a great tool, important tool. Learn the technical names of the consonants that you just read. B, voiced bilabial stop. D, voiced alveolar stop. F, voiceless labiodental fricative. H, voiceless glottal fricative. K, voiceless velar stop. L, voiced alveolar lateral liquid. M, voiced bilabial nasal. N, voiced alveolar nasal. P, voiceless bilabial stop. S, voiceless alveopalatal fricative. T, voiceless alveolar stop. V, voiced labiodental fricative. W, voiced velar glide. Z, voiced alveopalatal fricative. G, voiced velar stop. J, voiced palatal glide. N with the letter N with the hook, voice velar nasal. D3, voice palatal affricate. TS, voiceless palatal affricate. S, voiceless palatal fricative. 3, voice palatal fricative. O with the line in the middle, voiceless interdental fricative. 6, the backward 6, voiced interdental fricative. And M, voiceless velar glide. So final question, what is the overall purpose of Yisrael Bey's transcript of the two-part Facebook conversation between himself and Yusavel and Yisrael Bey's basic lessons on linguistics, i.e. phonology, morphology, translation, and transliteration? Final answer, the purpose of this basic linguistic lesson is to expose the effectiveness of how principles play a role in every area of life. This is the area of words of language. Learning how each word was established and reconstructed throughout different languages using the principles of linguistics, i.e. phonetics, phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, pragmatics, etc., can enhance everyday life by improving reading skills, communication, critical thinking, and analytical skills, leading to healthier and stronger minds.
Any questions, comments? Those who were just joining us late, this video, go back to the main topic of the presentation, Israel. I think a good first screen, first slide.
two-part Facebook conversation between Yusavel and Yisrael Bey in the comment section of a real video of Yisrael Bey made by Yisrael Bey on the topic of the etymological meaning of the word God. We can't address the tongue without addressing the brain. See this image, the tongue disconnected from the brain. That's not good. A basic lesson on the linguistic methodology of sound shift and reconstruction of words.
And Yusuf Ill did not respond after to these finding of facts.
Yeah,
He
y'all,
didn't
yeah,
challenge. She didn't challenge these facts.
yeah. You can definitely go on there and check it out, read the comments, look at the updates. This is all this was the end. Once I did this, it was the end of the conversation. So yeah.
And you see that too with EL. Yeah, these well they say
Mhm.
they're scholars. I mean they'll translate ill to God. Yeah, ill
Mhm.
means God.
Yeah.
Yep. Theos means God.
Yep.
That was
Lucia
the
Lane.
Yusef's claim. Hmm.
Yep.
So what they do is try to find an equivalent. They don't know etymology. They know Arabic, but they don't know etymology though. I've been through this. I've dealt with people who know Arabic. They'll try to find the equivalent in English and not have the knowledge of etymology. So there's Allah. Allah means God. Il means God. Theos means God. They're trying to find that's so they don't know etymology. They know Arabic or they'll know Hebrew, but not etymology. I see it all the time. I dealt with them. I already know what they're doing.
You gotta have a method of learning epistemology.
Yep. So let's get some feedback, my brothers and sisters. Let's get some feedback. Give Brother Israel feedback. You know,
I thought it was a
questions.
really sorry. I thought it
Uh-huh.
was a really good breakdown, and was right to the point um, of how these basic principles are fundamentally what is important and that we need to know. And I think you presented a good argument, and he couldn't respond to it. So yeah, it was really good. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Great job, brother. Just understanding the importance of etymology to get us back into a better way of thinking. Because what this does, it kind of jars the brain to like kind of start to think a certain way based on these principles, these etymology principles, the language, how to use the proper language to get a proper interpretation so that now you can understand what the ancient ones truly meant and take away from this constructive paradigm that they use, that they're using this language to keep us subdued into a train of thought that's not cohesive to our existence. I thank
Right.
you. Brother.
Indeed, bro. Peace and respect.
Great job, great job. I mean, I'm very impressed with you guys tonight.
Well, it's Yusef. I mean Israel. Anyone else? Come on, y'all. Let's come on. Get brother. Any questions? Some feedback. Some comments about how well he did.
You weren't confused about anything.
Yes.
Yeah, you handled that like a real scholar, man, done in a real scholarly fashion. You know, that was cool.
Gratitude, gratitude, brother.
Yeah, peace and love. Whenever you stop a man in his actions, trying to respond to what you're giving him, and once you stop that, you prove your point. Once you stop him or her, you prove your point. That means he haven't went beyond the scope that you went to. So he limited himself and try to act like he was presenting something and he wasn't. So you did a great job on that. Whenever you stop someone in their track, you end the conversation. Peace.
Indeed. Peace, peace.
Now let me ask you, what use of veil did you challenge?
Yusavelle that he has YouTube videos talking about SPC creditors, secured party creditors.
Oh, you talking about
Uh
that?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, who you talking about?
That's what I thought too.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you put that on him, huh?
yeah, man. Had to give it to him raw. But yeah, this method, like this can be used for anyone. So, he's been out there longer than I've been studying, longer than I've been Moorish conscious. He was out there pushing videos and things. So like basically like just having a method, you know, uh, uh a structured foundation or whatnot, it'll keep you solid. So through any storm, you're not gonna sway away.
Well, now you have to question his secure party creditor platform.
Exactly.
Because if he can't take it to the limits, then what is he doing giving information to someone when it's incorrect or not
Right.
not all the way explained?
Indeed.
Yeah, he just addressed the statement, his claim, the claim rather, that
Mhm.
God, that Theos means God. Yeah, he just focused. He didn't deal. Yeah, and I just and so that was we just wanted to keep it there, and you hear people do that. Like I said, they're just thinking, looking for an equivalent, and it's not an equivalent, you know, not equivalent at all. And once you look at the etymology of God, which Israel actually presented, and that kills that. I say that so they deal with ill. All those quote unquote scholars they deal with ill too. Ill means God. So they'll take an ancient word and then they'll re- try to relate it to a modern form, but it's not. But they're looking at the etymology of that modern form, because they're and finding an equivalent, the equivalent is the connotation of the word. That's what they're looking at the kind of. So that's why I say they know Hebrew or Arabic, but they don't know etymology. They're just looking at the English. Oh, well, well. This is the word. This is what it is in English. See, this is, but no, but that's not. That's a modern connotation, but that is not the original meaning of the word. But they're not. They don't. They're not thinking on that level. They don't have that knowledge to even make that assessment. Anyone else? Are serious?
Yes, sir, brother. How you feeling?
All right. What say ye?
Pretty much. It was definitely informative. It coincided with a lot when you studying etymology, but definitely as far as breaking down what transliteration is and how they take from different parts, because a lot of people think transliteration is actually the translation, what a lot of times is not.
and no time is it.
Yeah.
You
Pretty
know,
much.
yeah, no time is it. Yeah, I mean, this is clear. And Israel actually defined both words. That was a
Correct.
great
Yeah.
great job. You know, so that was very important part of the lesson
Yeah, because
too.
a lot of brothers and sisters do take that transliteration literally, especially when you're dealing with things like translating the Quran, and at least the Quran of the Prophet Muhammad. They
Hmm.
go into the transliteration a lot, not realizing that that's not exactly proper translation. So it's good that you keyed in on that. I appreciated that myself.
Hmm.
You brother.
You looking at this, my brothers, with this in mind, this also help you go back to understanding ancient law, dealing with equitable terms, learning how to properly look at law from an ancient perspective, not from a modern perspective. Because when we look at our rights as an old original state, right, that is ancient, is protected under ancient laws. These principles were derived way before the United States ever existed, and they are they're ancient in principle and origin. So through understanding this gives us a better idea of what we need to be studying, how to be able to look at things from an ancient perspective to get a true translation of how to speak on these rights, dealing with all of these international rights. This modern international law do not trump your original um, rights under that state jurisdiction, under that statehood. So, teaching us this kind of get us back. I didn't understand how powerful language was until I got with Abdullah in Israel. Like, I mean, I'm learning. It's kind of blowing my mind because we've been trapped in this vortex, and our people been suffering for lack of knowledge. We don't know how to come out of this vortex. But now this is a coming out of the vortex. This is a beginning, a new chapter for us to really get along in this world, in this space, this tiny space, because the earth is a tiny space in the universe. And trying to, get these things together to really help us understand, to raise us in a way that we can have abundance and understand these things, what the ancient people was trying to teach us, our ancient foremothers and fathers for some things. And I'm really seeing how powerful this information is. Like, this is very powerful. So I appreciate everyone for attending. I appreciate Abdullah. I appreciate my brother Israel Bay, because they're doing this out of the love of our people. I mean, we're not getting paid. I'm around brothers who have a passionate drive, driving force. They're passionate about this. I mean, the stuff that you're learning and getting, this is above any college level that you can get. Appreciate you, brother.
Yep. Appreciate you, bro.
Anyone else? Who hasn't? Brother Byron, did you speak? Sister Ra,
Yeah, I spoke.
Yes.
That was oh, go ahead, sis.
you want to? What you got? I want to actually before I want to tomorrow we could do a test before we start. Our session with you and your children. The test of that link you sent me. But anyway, yeah. What say ye?
So the information is definitely something to look into. I mean, again, it just kind of just shows how I guess miseducated or how much more information is out there that we need to be looking up and researching because even though the slide said it's not complicated, I mean, starting from this, it's like, woo, how much more do I have to do?
But do you see that when he says not complicated, because it gives foundation though, because he actually gave the definition of the difference between translation and transliteration. It
Oh
was
yeah, I
actually,
see
yeah.
that.
So that was. Mhm.
So it's like
Go
if
ahead.
you're going to begin to start trying to come back to the beginning of things, like you can almost every word, we would need to do something like this.
Right. Yeah. It's all about the position of the tongue. That's really the root of it. So the principle of the tongue.
So you got positions of the tongue, true, but then I mean just in terms of the P means F. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Those I mean
Well,
that
you mean
I'm
now
sorry.
you not means not it's not a meaning. You
Okay.
talking about
It is.
transliterates, and that what that. All right. So let's look at before we get stronger on this. Uh, and it's transliteration. I mean, trans is a cross. Litera is a letter. So we're looking at the P in Latin, and and Israel explained this. The P in Latin transliterates to the F in modern English. So it's not a meaning. Translation's meaning. Transliteration deals with a shift in form or morphology. So we're looking at morphology. So there's a change in form, not 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 meaning. So we have pater in modern English and Latin and father. Now both of them denote the same. They both so there's no shift in meaning. There's just a change in form. When you're looking at translation now, and even when translation, there if you're not there, if you're when one is translating and you're not aware of the culture of that of the people that speaks that particular language. So you're translating from one language to another. Now that there you could that could be a figurative. You could have a idea where it could be figurative and not literal, and you may take something that's figurative and you may translate it to being literal. That's not so that's where the knowledge of the culture comes in. So translation has to be have to be aware of even translations. Are we clear on that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You will have a personification or a mythology that you're reading in one language, and then you think it's literal, and then you're tempted to translate something that is mythical or that's a personification, but you're taking it literal. You're gonna be off in your translation. So having knowledge of the culture matters. That's that's very important to have to be aware of that. That's what I just said. And discussing translation as well. Shine. Kenneth, did you speak?
Wow, listen, this kind of Obadiah. Obadiah
Yeah,
what?
Obadiah. Obadiah.
I'm listening. And great job, Brother Israel. It reminded me of, and this is a compliment, brother. It reminded me of reading Dr. Malachi's New York scrolls in his books. And that's all I have to say.
Respect, peace.
Brand L, did you speak?
It was a good informative show this evening. Like the phonetic spellings, like the words, and like the symbolism, like the six and all that was new to me. So pretty much learned on that. It was a good job tonight, Israel, on that.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Mhm. Yep.
Byron, you spoke, right? Uh,
Yep, yep.
yeah, that's all right. Yasemin.
Peace, peace. One moment. Let me
What, what,
let me
what say ye? Hmm?
I said one moment, let me park this semi. Hold on.
Oh, no problem. Well, yeah. Do that, brother.
Yeah. I'm
Please do. Yeah.
I
We'll
just
get
dropped
back to you.
I just dropped this in a dock, so I'm good. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
listening. It just makes me think there's more like the ocean, man. It's like that. Once we hit another level, it's another level beneath that. And like I said, I'm very familiar with Yusuf El. He's been in the game for a minute. But it's like I say,
yeah.
you gave him some lessons and took him to school. Like, yo, even though you've been in the game for a minute, there's much more to know, much more to learn, especially with the foundation of phonetics and transliteration, and then and just with the makes me want to study even more. Let me know, like, yo, there's more to learn to help build this foundation, so we can get back to where we need to be.
Oh,
Yeah, he
appreciate
was
it.
he was yeah, he was coming off arrogant though, like
Yeah,
he's coming off arrogant and he can't learn and he knows it all and I'll tear him up. I mean, I'm like, come on, man.
yeah. Like I said, I'm familiar with his personality. It shows like, hey, you
Yeah,
can't
I
have
know.
you can't have your cup full and more science because there's always more science to learn.
Absolutely.
Islam.
Hold on
Yeah.
for a second. Yo, I'll be in with my BOL. Yeah, I just parked in door 9. Yeah, I'll be in there in a second. But yeah, it just makes me want to go even harder with this because, like I say, it blew my mind with that. And so, even like you say, got to be careful with the words you say, the words you write, how you write it. Like I say, you got to learn the culture. It's a lot more for us Moors in general. We have to learn until we reclaim our estate. And yeah, that's all I got.
All right. I think we've heard from everyone. Anyone else? I mean, that we've heard from everyone. Uh, brother, you did your thing, brother. I'm proud of you.
Yep. Yep.
This is I wanted Israel to do this lesson. He put together this was about a month ago. Was it about that? A little month ago. I said, oh
Yes, sir.
man, I say, let's do this there, do this lesson tonight.
Yep.
Yes. All right, all right. So anything else you want to say, Israel? Now we can close out. It's 8:31.
Yeah, you can if you haven't already, join my study group on Facebook. It's called Word Step Study Group. I'll post something in there all the time. I try to post something every day.
All right, all right. So till then we got Moist Monday. I got Brother Mafiel from Khalifa Society. That his topic is the difference between federal and national. That's Moist Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be on what's the name of that platform, Israel, that I'll be on Wednesday, every second and fourth Wednesday. But like I said, Israel King will be on with me. I'll bring King on. I'm the guest. I'm not the host. I'm the host on Moist Monday, but this other platform, which will be every second and fourth Wednesday, I'm a guest. But I'll have I'll be able to bring other people in, so that the brother just wanted to have a a conscious more, or more to bring that consistent. He wanted someone who's conscious to be consistent. So I'll have King, myself, by Sirius, if he's available, you know, Sister Ra as she grows in her knowledge, you know, Brother Obadiah, so we'll DuPont. So I'll be reaching out to y'all too. But like I said, I'll set the stage. So give me about a good at least couple classes, but I want to set the stage with that. And it'll be on every second and fourth Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be posting that link and everything. Do you remember the name, Israel, of the? Can't
I
remember
was
the name of
thinking, I can't
the
remember the name.
talking show something. Man, talk show. It's New York, NY, NYP talk show, NYPtalkshow.com. NYPtalkshow.com. I was on his website today. And this brother I've known he actually put together a panel discussion about between 12 and 15 years ago in Harlem near the National Black Theater at the Masonic Lodge. I was at Taj, uh, Anna E, the Jelani, Boss Mariah, and I were on the platform. And he actually, I didn't know that he had put that together. He told me that yesterday when he reached out to me. All right. So Israel, closes out, brother.
Right. I want to welcome everybody for participating in today's lesson, and thank everybody for the feedback. So yeah, that'll be the end of today's show, today's lesson. See y'all next time. What is that? Will that be April? Uh,
16.
16.
16th.
Thank you.
April 16th will be the next lesson for Moorish Midwest the Moorish Midwest Educational Network. So yeah, enjoy the rest of y'all's day.
Keep up the good work, big brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Peace and love.
All right.
Peace and love, yeah.
Peace.
Peace. Hit recording.